Insurance agents and prospective insurance agents, you're at a point in time where you want to make a move. Maybe you're already involved in an organization and there are things about it where you don't feel that you're in the best environment for you. Maybe the resources aren't what you would like them to be, or the coaching and the training is not what you would like it to be, or perhaps you're a brand new agent and you're trying to decide what is your home in this crazy, wonderful field. So, what I want to do is I want to give you a couple of things to look for that might be red flags, so to speak, when you're having that conversation. And the goal really is one, to help you avoid a bad move, and two, to help you find, and more importantly, help you find the right move so that this can be your right place. This can be the environment that you can win in. Okay, red flag number one. If you're talking to someone that's trying to bring you into their organization and they feel like they're selling you as opposed to interviewing you, this may be a red flag. Those initial conversations should be a mutual interview. You should be finding out about them and what they do, and they should be finding out about you and what you do. Because what you're looking for is a cohesion of your values and their values, what they do and what you hope to do. There needs to be a match. And quite frankly, not everyone should work with everyone. And I think we're all grown up enough to know that. But if it's just a sales pitch, then they're not really looking for the people that they want to directly work with. They're looking for butts in the seats. So that might be a red flag. Number two, I would suggest ask them what they have accomplished. How much do they sell every month? How do they sell it? And if your answer is crickets, or well, I don't do anything myself, but I know this guy who does, or I'm just getting started, but I'm going to do this, then you might want to reconsider and you might be looking at a red flag, because I'd ask you, what can somebody provide of value to you if they've not done what you want to do themselves? Don't be afraid to ask that question. Don't be afraid to ask how much they sell, because this person's going to be your trainer and your mentor, and you want to work with somebody who has results that you hope to accomplish so that they can hopefully pass that on to you and you can emulate those results. I think that's huge, to be honest with you. Number three, if you are offered anything less than a 90% commission rate, then what you're probably being talked to about is a very recruitment heavy MLM type company situation. And those rates can begin as low as 35%. Yeah, I know. If you know anything about this industry, your mind was just blown when I said that. And also, there's usually monthly fees involved with that kind of a thing. And it's more of a glorified social club in many ways, because what they're doing is they are not compensating you at a level through your sales that's really appropriate for you to make a living, and it's all based on how many people can you put into that system so that they can also be poorly compensated. Just bad idea. And also, if you hear a compensation level that sounds unrealistic, I think you should ask yourself, why is it so much higher? If you're a brand new agent and someone says you're going to make 140%, you're not. You're going to ask, what 140% of what? A realistic expectation starting out is nowhere less than 90%, but also not at the extreme end of that high compensation. You can get higher as you go. Goodness knows I have, and you can too, but that's based on your work and your performance and what you bring to the table. Another red flag is if the conversation is mainly about how you can build an income through recruiting as opposed to how you can build an income through your own personal sales. This is a red flag, and it goes back to what I said before, is you're a brand new agent, you have nothing to give away. Maybe you have good natural ability, cool. Maybe you have great goals, awesome, but you don't have the how yet. You have your why, but you don't have your how. And how can you give away something that you really don't have? So let me ask you a question. Or let me pose it to you this way. I can decide today that I want to be a brain surgeon, and I can declare into the universe, I am going to be an awesome brain surgeon. But could I teach somebody to be a brain surgeon? No, we'd end up with lobotomies. It's a bad idea. So if it's all based on recruitment, you have a problem. Ask the question about leads. In this business, we begin and we end with who do we have to talk to? So figure out who you are. If what they're suggesting to you is make a list of everybody you know, all of your friends, all of your family, and then call them and have them talk to you about insurance, is that who you want to be? So that's a question too. Do you want to harass the people you know, or do you want to talk to people that want to talk about insurance? So that's huge. That's huge. We begin and we end with, do we have potential clients to talk to? If there was a one thing of this industry, that was the one thing. Do we have someone to talk to? Chargebacks. This is something that people usually don't hear about, especially when they're new into the industry. You have to ask about chargebacks. What is the chargeback period? How much is the chargeback? When does the chargeback happen? I deal with people all the time that come from different parts of the insurance world, and they have chargebacks sometimes in excess of $10,000 because they didn't ask these questions at the forefront. You need to protect yourself from that. And there are some things that you can do personally on your end through how you sell and what you sell, but also in the structure of your commission that will protect you from those chargebacks. So, I mean, that was my list, but I think the most important thing that you really need to keep in your mind is consider your personality and consider the personality of the person that you're talking to. Look at what you want to accomplish and ask yourself if they've accomplished what you're looking to do. Consider how you want to accomplish it. Like for me, I do everything remote on the phone, right? And I can teach you how to do that. What I cannot teach you how to do is say, go door knock. I've never really door knocked. It's just not my thing. Some people do it. God bless them. They're great at it. It's whatever. There are so many different areas within this industry that you can choose and find what works for you. And there's so many people that do this in this industry and actually see success that you should find somebody that does what you want to do, how you want to do it. So see if there's a match there. And perhaps most importantly is see if you can feel a match in your morality. Are you comfortable with the over the top sales pressure that some people do? Are you more of a consultative base? And when you see a match, then you can move forward. But if you're getting any of these red flags, don't jump into a premature decision. Make sure that it makes sense financially, morally, method wise, and then move forward to the next level. I hope that helps. The goal was to help you make a good decision now as opposed to regretting the decision later. Uh, so, hey, we'll talk again soon. Thank you.